These are all the goodies from the Simon Says Stamp August 2022 card kit, and we're gonna get going with our 10 cards. So I hope you like them, and here we go. Stay tuned for the giveaway at the end of the video. So as usual, I stamped a bunch of the images, and we're gonna color them and cut them out so we can create our cards. For card number 1, I cut 2 pieces of this pattern paper, and we're adhering the 2 pieces to a piece of light gray cardstock, and this will be the background for our cute little butterflies. So we add the pattern paper first, then we have our sentiment that's stamped on a piece of vellum, and it's going to go across the center of the two pieces of pattern paper, like so. And we're adhering our vellum by folding it to the back of our cardstock and just using some plain tape to just hold it together, because you know vellum, if you put adhesive behind it, you see everything. Once we adhere it to our light gray cardstock, we're going to add our butterflies and kind of pop up the wings so we can get a little dimension. And then we're going to adhere it to our gray card base, dark gray card base. So that's it for card number 1. All the cards are pretty simple. I tried to use just things that came in the kit. This kit was actually a little challenging for me because it didn't have much. It didn't have not much, anything really to cut out from the pattern paper, which I love to do in the kits. So I had to stamp and do a lot of fussy cutting, but it was alright, I guess. Card number 2, I'm using another piece of dark gray cardstock. I stamped thank you in the corner of the piece of cardstock, and I adhere it to this pretty pattern paper. And I'm just out of frame because I'm cutting off a little bit on the side. Then I have this image that I colored, and I'm going to adhere it to the side like so, as it's coming from the corner. And that's it for pretty much this card front. I'm going to add it to another gray card base, the same gray that I use at the front. And that's it for card number 2. For card number 3, I framed one of the images that I colored with a kind of a light yellow, kind of cream piece of cardstock, and I'm going to adhere it to this piece of pattern paper. I actually cut it a little off, slanted, kind of, sort of weird shape, and I'm going to adhere the butterfly that I colored, this yellow butterfly, and try to cover up a mess that I made right at that spot. So the butterfly goes there. And then for this one, I actually forgot to put a sentiment on it. Once I got to the end of the video, I realized I didn't put a sentiment. So I'm adhering this particular card on a white card base. I actually like this one. And that's pretty much it for card number 3. I'm just out of frame again because I'm using my trimmer to trim some of the card base off to kind of even it out. And that's it for card number 3. For card number 4, I've cut out another one of the images that I colored and added to this stitch circle, and that's from my MFT stitch circle stacks die set. And I love the pattern paper that I used in this one with the writing, and I love the color. So again, we have vellum happening again, and we stamp our sentiment, and we're just doing the same thing, adhering it to the back with some tape, and we're gonna finish off the card. After we add here our sentiment and our circle, we add one of the cute little butterflies that I colored in some pink colors. And I think this one is actually my favorite. The card base is actually dark gray. And like I said, that's it for card number 4. For card number 5, I cut out this flower bouquet that's in that little glass bottle. I cut it out from one side, and that side has, the bottle has like a glossy kind of metallic look. And then I cut out a piece of dark gray metallic paper and cover that hole where I cut out the vase. And we're going to adhere that vase that I cut out from the other side. But first we have vellum happening again, and we're adding our sentiment first. Then we're going to add our vase. Our vase to the circle. But first we add our entire card front to a dark gray card base. And now we're going to add our cute little vase that we cut out from the other side. And that's pretty much it for card number 5. For card number 6, we started with this piece of pattern paper that has that silver fall on it, and we adhere it to an embossed piece of gray cardstock, and I used the embossing folder that came in the kit. And then we have some more vellum again with our sentiment, and we're adding it to the front that we created. And then we have 2 butterflies that we embossed with the silver embossing powder that came in the kit, and we're just going to adhere those 2 butterflies on the front of our card. And that's it for card number 6. For card number 7, I'm using the balance of that silver foiled piece of pattern paper. Sorry, and here is where I made an error. I was supposed to add a piece of gray cardstock behind the sentiment so it could be more pronounced, and I've completely forgot. And I put the card together, and then at the end I realized, and then kind of had to take it apart and put my piece of gray cardstock behind the sentiment. Because if you look, you can't really see the sentiment that much at an angle. And that was at the end I realized. So I picked up my next card to be made, and then I see the piece of gray cardstock, and I'm like, oh damn. So at first I was gonna say forget it, but then I had to take it apart. So I took it apart, add my piece of gray cardstock, and then add it back to another card base. And this is actually my favorite piece of pattern paper in this set, and I almost jacked it up, but I think it's okay. It's like it never happened. So now our sentiment is actually more pronounced on the card. So this one was simple, messed it up, but fixed it again. Card number 8, I started with 2 pieces of pattern paper. One is used as the main background, and I cut another piece. I had an extra piece from another card, this green, dark moss kind of green pattern paper, and we just added the piece on the side. Then we have one of the images from the stamp set that I colored and cut out, and we're going to frame it with gray metallic circle, and I use my stitch circle die set to cut all this out, and we're going to add it to the front like so. And then we have our sentiment already stamped and cut out. I'm thinking of you, and actually just cut around it, leaving some white. And this is going to go to the bottom of the card, and then the card base is a light gray card base. I was trying to see if I could put a butterfly up there, but I think that would be too much, so that's it for card number 8. For card number 9, I used the butterflies to create the sign, the cross, and we're going to use the sympathy sentiment, and I lightly colored the butterflies in a kind of greenish yellow, and it just says with sympathy, and we're adding it to one of the pattern papers, and this one will be added to a light gray card base. Since it's a sympathy card, we're trying to keep it as simple as possible. Oops, wrong way. And for card number 10, we have a piece of the pattern paper again, and we kind of wiped half a circle, stitch half a circle. We're going to add to our pattern paper on the side like so. Then we have a piece of, one of the images from the kit, from the stamp set that we colored and cut out, and we're going to add it to the side of my circle like so. Then I'm just off screen cutting a piece of the side off, and then we're going to add it to a white card base. So these are my 10 cards that I made. I hope you guys like them, and just let me know in the comment which one is your favorite. And that's where the giveaway comes in. I will be choosing 3 comments, and the 3 people will be getting 2 stamp sets each. And these stamp sets are from Craft Consortium, and I was supposed to give them away a while ago when we did the Christmas in July collab, and I completely forgot about them. I purchased them just so I can have a giveaway, and I forgot all about it. So I'm going to give away 2 each, and then I'll add some other goodies, but 3 people will be getting a package from me. And so all you have to do is leave a comment in the comment field and let me know which one is your favorite card. You have to be a subby and live in the US. Sorry guys, shipping is crazy. So it has to be US and be a subby and leave me a comment. That's all. So if you guys enjoyed the video, just give me a thumbs up and see you next time.